Hey there, Aries Sun, Aries Moon, Aries Rising. Welcome to your reading for the week of December 5th through the 11th. So this week we have a full moon that is happening on Wednesday, and I did pull cards for it when I did the reading for the collective that comes out on December 4th at 7:30 p.m. You guys have such tough energy, so I really want to encourage you to look at that. I really want to focus on what we have going on here because this, I feel like there's a fiery climax to a situation for you this week. It has the potential. This week has the potential for you to be very. It can be stabilizing or it can be devastating, and it's really going to depend on your ability to manage your own temper. You have your ruling planet Mars in conjunction with this full moon that is happening and in trine with Saturn, who is all about boundaries and restrictions up in the air sign. And so I feel like you could vocalize in a way that could totally destroy structures. You got the card of the bushfire. It is a 10. So the Wheel of Fortune is turning on this card. Now, here's the thing about fires. Fires can be clarifying and clearing. They can create, they can clear out debris that needs to be cleared out in order to allow for good growth to come in. And so in that way, it's a very positive thing. But it also can be a very destructive force. And so I really think this is going to be up to you and how you play it out this week. So speaking up may be important, but you may find that it would be best to pause, to catch your breath, to wait it out. If you can wait a week and then see, or a few days at least, and let the energy settle a little before you make a statement. You may make a determination. You may I'm going to complete this cycle. I just don't need to share that today because in doing so, I burn bridges that I may need in place for later. And so I do feel like there is this energy rising up within you. And I think if you channel it properly, you can use it to construct, to clarify and clear a space in order to bring something new in. Because you have some really, really hardcore cards going on here. So here we have this Two of Cups as the overall energy. And so this may have something to do with relationships. It definitely has to do with a soulmate. Now, soulmates aren't always our intimate partnership. They can be our coworkers, our boss, our children, parents, children. This energy here, friends, neighbors, they're saying. So this energy is almost as though take a deep breath and be very sure before you speak. I think you're going to be very sure about how you feel. And I think you're going to be very sure that this situation, whatever this is, it's done. But do it in a way that is very productive moving forward. And so I know I've shared with you before, Aries, the story of my brother setting the neighborhood on fire and how it cleared out the debris. And within 3 weeks, we had this beautiful grass growing. And it was just really, it was actually really lovely because that junky yard got cleared out. And so in that way, it was very beneficial, and but on the other hand, look around and where you see fires just destroying and taking out things. And so it is a change in the topography of your life for sure. All right, so let's look at what we have going on here. The key to the situation is the Emperor. The Emperor, see, it's about this moon-sun opposition. This Wednesday has got this really, because that full moon is conjunct with Mars, some very volatile energy. And so are your roots deep enough? Or is it time to clear out and move on? But this is where you decide to be in charge, in control of your own life. The Emperor is considered an Aries card too. I have mixed feelings about assigning it to Aries. because the Emperor is really the energy of all four of the kings, right? The King of Wands, which would be definitely your energy, the King of Pentacles, the King of Water, the King of Cups, and the King of Swords. Okay, so it's all of the elements, it's all of the energy, and so there's a need, though, to take action to create a strong foundation. It is a 4, right? And so it's a foundational number. And so the key to the situation is pulling in all of that energy, because we have fire and water showing up here, right? And so using the energy of compassion and kindness. And that was something when I was doing the meditation before I got started, they said this is a week to focus on compassion and kindness to create security, was what they told me. So that really feels like this energy here for you. You're making a change, and it feels like a very necessary change, because this is a 10. That's the Wheel of Fortune turning. I just think the way in which you do that is going to be important. And so I don't want it to be something that you look back on with regret. And that shows up even more here. So in the area of how to transform a situation, we have the Horse, but it is the 5 of Cups. And see, he's got his head down. There's regret. And I really want to encourage you not to do anything you're going to regret later. I don't think making the change is what you're going to regret. I think it's going to be how. So in the area of what you are trying to get information on, we have the Daughter of Pentacles, so the Page of Pentacles, but it's got this rainbow energy. So the deer, it's the fawn. The fawn is curious. The fawn is easily spooked. The fawn is it's a playful energy, but with this rainbow, it comes after the storm, which means there is a situation that does not necessarily, it's something worth looking at, it's something worth investigating, it's something worth focusing on, right? A deer will look at you. When I walk in the woods, a deer look at me very intently to decide whether or not they need to run. And they don't always run. In fact, rarely do they run from me, because my energy is not threatening. So make sure you pay attention to the energy you're putting out into the world, because what you put out into the world is always reflected back. And so if you, this card is actually called Fury. So if you allow yourself to be furious, you are going to put that kind of energy out. So karma, let's talk about karma for a second. Karma is the payoff. Karma is every action has an equal and opposite reaction. So karma is not good or bad. Karma is just the payoff, right? So if you put good energy out, then the karmic payoff is good energy coming back to you. And if you put out the volatile, angry energy out, then you will have that kind of energy come back in some form or the other. Maybe not necessarily with the person. So maybe you're standing in line and the line is moving really slow, and someone actually accidentally bumps you, and you turn around and you yell at them. They may not be the one that delivers the karma to you, but it's going to come back. The energy you put out into the universe is always returned. And they're saying tenfold. Holy crap. Okay, so watch out for that too. All right, so in the area of what's been draining your energy, we have the Daughter of Swords. And so here we've got this trying to gather information on something that's kind of new, interesting, different. The Daughter of Swords is like the Page of Swords. This is the investigating, this is the learning, and it almost feels like analysis paralysis, like you've been really trying to figure something out. I think you don't like what you're getting. I think you're definitely figuring something out, and you're going to take some action here. I can guarantee you this week there is action that comes with this full moon. Here in the area of the obstacles, we have the Mother of Cups, the Queen of Cups, the water energy. The obstacle here is the kindness, the compassion, and the nurturing. This is the mountain to overcome. This is it's never wrong to be kind, compassionate, and nurturing, unless you're a doormat, and it's really hard for me to imagine that's necessarily your energy here. That being said, you may have water strong in your chart, in which the obstacle is, are you standing up enough for yourself? Are you, defending yourself? But the Mother of Cups says, are you following your intuition? Like maybe you know that's not a great idea, or maybe you thought I shouldn't do that, but you did it anyways. And so now there's the regrets around it. So the question becomes, what do you do? And you have really, the rest of the cards are super positive. So I do feel like there is this moment, this watershed moment that happens with this full moon where there's this major release of energy. A full moon conjunct Mars, that's a major release of energy. You will see it play out across the world. There will be some big, explosive, not great news that comes from that energy over the next few days. I imagine this week we're going to see stuff. And so this is also happening with inside of every individual. And because of your relationship with Mars, you're definitely going to be feeling it. But here's the great news. What do you do now? You've made a determination. Something's not right. Something's not working. You can be angry about it, or you can be constructive. And so here we have this fire energy, the Three of Wands. And it looks like a campfire to me, right? It looks like a little campfire. And so the campfire is constructive. This is contained energy that is productive. It provides heat. It allows you to cook things. You know, it's warm. It's security, right? That security, that kindness and compassion that can bring in the security. This is contained energy that is productive. The Three of Wands is like, I am going to make a change that really works for me, right? And it's community building. It's the three. It's part of that Empress. It's part of growth. And so this is very positive, constructive energy to come up for you in this position. And so that's exciting. And then we have in the area of how do you manifest? How do you manifest in the area of abundance? So your resources, time, money, energy, compassion, kindness, love, right? The energy of emotion. And here you have the Daughter of Wands. So yet another page. It is kind of some immature energy that you're dealing with here. And I don't mean that you're immature. I mean that the energy it's small, so it's easy to contain. It's new ideas, it's new thoughts, it's new opportunities, it's new things of interest. And the Daughter of Wands is news and information coming in. It's ideas. It's a small trickle of abundance that can grow to be something, if properly managed, into something that's larger for you. In the heart space, though, what worries me is this Knight of Swords, the Son of Swords, flying in. Air feeds fire. So if in your heart space you're like, I'm going to take this action right now, you can really blow a situation up out of control. A little bit of air to breathe life into a new idea could definitely create a little campfire situation that you could grow, but you'll want to manage it. You don't want it to turn into a bushfire. And then we have the World card as the energy to anchor into. So there is a situation that's coming to completion. There's a decision, there's a cycle that's ending, there's a decision being made. The question becomes, can you anchor this energy into something where you're in control, you have the power, it is a campfire that creates security and builds something for you, or does it become an out of control, raging bushfire of fury that destroys more than it allows for things to grow? I really think that when you start off in the morning, it'll be very important for you every day to say to yourself, I am kind, I am compassionate, I am caring. I recognize that not everyone is in their best energy this week, and so I am tolerant. Because I really think that will help you if you think about that first thing in the morning before you head out on your day, that when that moment comes up, and as much as as much as I talk about these things and I teach these things and I'm working through the same things, kinds of things that you are, I still got behind a driver the other day and he annoyed the crap out of me and I felt my stress coming up, right? And I'm like, what are you doing? I had to talk myself off the cliff, right? So I get it. I do get it. Pay attention this week to what other people are thinking, what they are feeling, what they are expressing. Really, the more observant you are, right? The more observant you are of what's going on around you, the easier it's going to be for you to navigate this. Because so when that moon is in Taurus on Monday and Tuesday, and it's always the energy that builds up to some kind of a conjunction or whatever that carries so much potent energy. And actually on Tuesday afternoon, the moon it moves into Gemini. And so then the energy is really building. You have be cautious, the fog and the mist. Not everything is easy to see. Clearly, you're seeking clarity here. You can't see everything. Be very cautious. I feel like I think there's a real opportunity for you to make a really great move this week or a very treacherous move. And the only way to navigate this is going to be to move slowly. Move slowly and cautiously through your week. So again, I pulled cards for that full moon. That's at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time Zone in the U.S. If you want to join me for that. But for the energy of Gemini here, you have wonders and patience. And so this says to me, look, it's flying right toward that too. They're leaning into each other. The more you involve your energy of patience and your kindness and compassion, the more this energy is going to open up for you and it's going to bring something. Spirit is trying to talk to you and they're trying to speak to you through your intuition. And I want to say get out of your head and into your heart this week. Really feel into the energy. Having all this air in the energy of the heart space, which when the obstacle is this queen of water, this not listening to your intuition. And then when the moon is in in Cancer, having this card come through that says, can you hear me? And she's in the water, but she's not listening. The shell is not up by her ear. She's not listening. So really listening to yourself, like your inner voice this week, really connecting in with your higher self and moving slowly, not rapidly like this Knight of Swords. No matter how fast you want to move on something, there is a conclusion coming. There is an end of a cycle, but have patience and allow things to play out a little bit at a slower pace and really listen to your intuition so you're making the right move, so that you're building the campfire. So you're creating something that is, I forget that controlled burn, right? Where they clear a land for something new to be controlled burn this week, not raging bushfire, right? Okay. That's really intense energy. All right, you guys take really good care of yourself. Remember to treat yourself with the same level of kindness and compassion that you're treating everyone else. It's always good to be good to you because what you put in is reflected out, right? So that's what you want to draw and attract to. You guys take really great care. I will hopefully see you there. I'm on Facebook every night. Every day, whatever, however. I'm on Facebook. But I would love to see you in the chat on this. Oh, and one other thing, which I probably should have said at the beginning because you probably already clicked off. Your sneak peek for 2023, those videos are out. And so go ahead and take a look at that. I think you're going to find yours really fascinating. I know I did. You guys take good care. I'll talk to you soon.